Dude, we've been chunking out fucking...
Yeah, we've actually gone weekly.
Podcasts. Yeah, dude.
We've gone weekly for 5 weeks now? 4 weeks?
4.
It's been longer than... Oh, is it? No, because we were doing it a
No,
couple times before the video,
done...
right?
This is our 4th camera.
Yeah, this is our...
Podcast.
It was 21 to now. Yeah. So it's 25.
But we were doing them before that, right?
We weren't doing it weekly before that. We were doing it like bi-weekly. Or like twice a month.
Didn't we do one the week before we started filming?
This is all going to make it in. Hello, welcome to the Is for Fun podcast, a podcast that is for fun, made by some dudes that want to have fun by discussing fun and hopefully entertaining stuff. I'm your host, Tommy.
You kept the want to. Doesn't matter.
Oh shit, should we do it?
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to the Is for Fun podcast, a podcast that is for fun, made by some dudes that have fun by discussing fun and hopefully entertaining stuff. I'm your host, Tommy.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Fabio.
Dude, I wrote it out because I don't have it memorized. I couldn't read past the want to. Sorry, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
That's okay.
Sam made some sweet...
That was... Hey,
For 20 episode... This is episode 25.
Yeah.
Episode 26 will nail it.
That was pretty hopefully entertaining. Though.
That's what we've said about a lot of things, though. We're progressing. Everything's getting better and better.
We're getting there. We got camera. We got lights. We got no action. But we got some beers.
Got some romance.
Hey.
All right.
Dude, you guys have been consistently adding
Yeah,
like
Fabio
a new element to the set every week. Like I don't come here every week for the past 4 weeks, but there's TD. There's the soft boxes. There's the camera setup. Like just there's the new backdrop.
Oh, wait,
there's new stuff here every time I come. The logo.
There's also this.
That's where like in the YouTube algorithm where you can, or not algorithm.
We're demonetized now.
The analytics, yeah, that's where everyone drops off, right? When you fart.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a clap sync. The fart noise and then this graph just plummeting.
Yeah, dude.
Cool.
Is this?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, okay. This will be kind of like a good thing to talk about. I guess not just like a very quick thing. Last episode, unfortunately, had to go straight to audio.
Did you decide to do it straight to audio?
I'm deciding. Yeah.
What happened last episode?
Because
the camera crapped out. Yeah.
No, it didn't crap out.
No.
It was just our settings we were playing around with the settings, and we don't know the three of us don't know anything about cameras, and we made it so that we look like the Matrix whenever
I remember you showing me that.
It's very jarring.
Yeah, we don't know the camera setting, but it almost is like frames.
Is that fixed now?
Oh yeah, we fixed it.
Okay.
Yeah, see, like it's smooth, but we almost like dropped the frames. So like when you moved, it would add like a whoosh.
It was like the Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You said that.
Yeah. So technically, this is the first episode with our Is for Fun
logo.
Man.
Oh really?
Logo.
Is this the second time?
And
I thought we had
with Taday.
And you have the sweet lizard boy.
Yeah.
Got at the grocery store.
Should we give this guy a name?
Yeah. No, he's the Is for Fun chef.
Yeah. He's
We'll let the community give him a name.
Yeah.
So he won't have a name for a while.
Hey, little sausages. In 5 years, I don't know.
We should call him the sausage Poo-bah.
Oh, the sausage
For the
Gandhi.
Oh.
He's actually bald underneath that. There's like the sideburns and a little back mullet. Like he's bald. He's the whole way.
Keeping the hope. He's keeping the dream alive of the hair that he used to have.
Yeah, he's got a good mustache though.
It's a good mustache. Yeah. It's thick as fuck.
I think we're just jerking ourselves off over our logo. You
Well,
guys want to talk about some
logo.
fun and hopefully entertaining things?
Yes.
Talk about some fun and hopefully entertaining.
So hopefully, dude.
So, you have a Nintendo Switch, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
and Fabio and I don't, but we've been discussing for multiple weeks, especially with the quarantine and how like everyone's buying.
So you guys should get one.
We want to. We both.
As far as like money put into an investment for a console, I would say the Switch was more worth it than even like my PC. That's actually probably not true. Fine. But as far as like consoles go, like the amount of sheer entertainment I've gotten out of every single game I bought for that console, it's been so worth it. I don't think I bought a bad game for that console yet, and I've had like 11 games.
Nice.
Damn. The Nintendo Switch is really... Yeah, well, Kirby, Katamari, Zelda, Mario Party, Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Ultimate Alliance... Smash Bros. Probably not 11 games. The 10 or so games that I've gotten, I've put a lot of hours in. Castlevania collection. Put a bunch of hours into that.
Oh, we gotta beat
Cuphead.
Yeah. Oh, Cuphead is.
Dude, I've got.
Whoa, that's a bastard of a game.
We're
gonna go off topic, but Cuphead is one of the hardest games I've ever played.
Dude, for real.
It's rough.
We were playing it on an airplane. You have no idea how hard it is to like contain your frustration with that game on an airplane, especially.
Trying to be quiet.
I remember we would be like,
and both of us, because Sam typically gets angry at everything, but especially video games.
Video games piss me off.
Growing up
so
with you,
bad.
I knew you were just like you just get so mad.
So mad.
I remember you just screaming, but that game gets me. And I'm real chill. I'm real.
You were getting worse than I was.
I was just like sitting there. You do level, and you've gone through that level like 50 times, and it's 90%. It's like 99% boss fights.
A lot of boss fights.
Every level is basically a boss fight, and you played the boss fight like your 50th time, and you make some stupid mistake that you made on your second run. And you're just sitting there on the airplane, just like, no, fuck, just pissed off.
That game is a fucking. Yeah, it's rough.
And we were hoping for like, oh, this could be great because we were going to Italy.
It's a really good game. It's really
vacation. Fun. And we were just hoping for a nice, peaceful, like, oh, this is awesome. Oh man, we're two little cut boys shooting our little finger guns, killing shit, and having a great, I was gonna say a gay old time, which would fit for the time of the art style. But yeah, fuck that game. But I love it. It's really good. It's really good, but it's really hard. We've yet to beat it.
Go back to the original thing, but yeah. Despite Cuphead's sheer punch you in the butthole difficulty, the Nintendo Switch is... I think I've gotten my money's worth out of every console I've ever bought, but just the Switch is the most obvious, like, yes, I spent my money on this, and it is 100% worth it.
Yeah. Well, thanks for rubbing it in, because we probably won't get one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they're out everywhere. They're sold out everywhere.
But you want to know a little bit why?
Ooh, is there a little...
I looked into...
Is it because of the Switch 2?
Yeah. No, there's no Switch 2 announced. Well, Nintendo's reaching like its peak sales right now. Because everyone's trying to get one.
Yeah.
So, no, they won't... They might do a Switch like 1.5.
Is this going to be a thing where sales are going to drop off super hard so they're going to get super cheap in like a year or two?
No. This is a reason... that I looked into potentially why that they're getting bought up so quickly. And that's because there's this thing called... Hang on, let me look from my phone. I wrote it down. It's called BirdBot. I don't know if you guys heard of it, but basically it's a little program you download that a 16-year-old kid like coded up. And allegedly he coded it up as a joke for like him and his friends and stuff. But he released it on GitHub, so anyone can download the code and run it and stuff. And basically, you can enter... It's just a little basic program, and you can enter in your credentials, like credit card number and all that stuff. And it looks at every Target and Best Buy, I think, are the stores. Or no, Target and Walmart, or Best Buy and Walmart. I think it's those two. And it looks under every single one of those websites. And when one pops up, it gives you like a little ding. And then auto enters in your credentials and buys it for you.
Oh, shit.
So it buys a Switch for you?
Yeah. It's basically like a ticket scalping program.
Okay.
But someone made it that it works for Best Buy and Walmart. And he's going to make it work for other websites too.
Wait, what purpose does that serve?
You can buy it immediately. when it comes
either-
into stock, it'll check in the morning, and when anything goes in stock, it buys it, picks it up.
You can either buy it immediately for yourself, or if you're like, I'm gonna buy out a whole store, or
But buy as many as I can
area
and resell them.
for like like $100 more.
You totally
Make some
said
change.
it was under public domain, and for some reason I thought it was just that one kid, and I just thought he was buying Switches for people. I was like, why?
No, all those
No,
people
that makes a lot more
buying
sense.
them
Yeah.
have to be very careful because they are kind of coming back into stock, especially the Switch Lites are. I imagine the actual consoles will too over the next couple months, so they better be getting rid of their stock now.
Yeah.
Or in the next couple weeks.
That's a really interesting program, though.
Yeah.
Specifically for the Switch, too.
Yeah.
I imagine you can
And
get
I
that to
couldn't-
work for like whatever he wants, too.
Yeah, and I found multiple sources saying that, and I found his GitHub. You can find it. You just look at BirdBot.
Get it, dude. So you're getting your Switch? Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
I genuinely
Don't-
thought about it.
Don't support that kind of...
Don't be
do
a
it.
dick.
Yeah, don't be an
Yeah,
asshole. My boys here are trying to get a Switch. Don't
Yeah.
let them have it.
Yeah, I've been trying to play Pokemon for a long time.
I haven't played Pokemon or Fire Emblem. Oh, there's so many good games I just don't have yet.
Yeah, Nintendo weirdly does well with their own properties, and they don't get the all the other games till months later. Like they just got Skyrim. It's been out for.
I think
10 years.
Skyrim was a Switch release game that they got.
It didn't come on the release. People were mad it didn't come on release. I think it was a little. It was.
You might be right. I don't know for sure,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I remember it was in trailers for like
But that
the
game got-
original Switch trailers. But
Yeah, that game got VR support
Yeah.
before it got a Nintendo port.
Fucking Skyrim is like.
It's the game that'll never die.
It's so weird because it's a Nintendo game that isn't a Nintendo game. It's just a game that won't die.
it's kind of got
They
that
could
same
just
like nostalgia
resell
factor.
it. They could just resell it.
They could.
And people are like,
Hey, I'll buy it again. How many times have you bought it now, Sam?
I bought Skyrim 3 times, I think. I haven't bought it for the Switch, but honestly, dude, playing Skyrim on like a plane or my bus, like
Yeah.
I take public transit to work some days. Like, I fuck with Skyrim for like 30 minutes before I get to work. Yeah, hell yeah.
Do like part of a quest and just save.
Why not?
Well, you can save anywhere too.
Yeah. You can also just put your Switch in sleep mode and then just boot it back up to where you're at.
Yeah.
You don't even have to
The
save.
battery life is really good on those too, right? Like surprisingly.
It's pretty good. It's not as good as I would like, but you can get. See, there's a thing where they released newer Switch models have better battery life, and I know that the Switch Lite also has better battery life just because it's strictly mobile. But I bought a first generation Switch, so no, that's not true because I bought mine a few years after it was released.
Probably a year
But
after its release.
I know after I bought mine, like maybe 8 months after I bought mine, they were talking about newer release Switches have better battery life.
Yeah.
Mine, I haven't kept great track of it, but I think it's like 6 to 8 hours off the dot.
That's good, though.
Well, the thing is, if you keep
I was
it,
expecting 3, like 4 max if you're playing baby games on it.
well, the thing is, if you keep it in sleep mode, the battery will like still slowly drain over time. It's like if you keep
well,
your phone
sleep
on.
mode.
Yeah, but like if you're playing it solidly, it's definitely only probably 3 or 4 hours. But if you like pick up and play, it's like
you're playing
like,
console games.
Yeah,
though.
at the-
you're not
yeah,
playing
that's the thing,
little
No,
you're not
Pokemon
playing
that's
DS
little
games.
pixely.
Yeah.
You're not playing a DS.
yeah, it's not like you're not playing like Bejeweled or
No.
It's
or
like a console
Solitaire.
that has a
You're
mobile
playing Breath of the
functionality.
Wild. You're playing
Dude, yeah.
Mario Odyssey.
yeah.
You're
You're playing big ass fucking awesome games.
How long are transit times? It's gonna be about 2 hours, 3 maybe.
Transit? What do you mean by
Like,
transit?
if you're taking public transit.
Oh,
And
my bus
that
ride's
you
like
would have
35
your-
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even that. It's like 20.
That's what I'm saying.
Minutes,
You take an hour transit.
No, dude. Every morning I bring my Switch to the bus. I boot up Animal Crossing. Isabel gives her little daily announcement. I go find fossils and put them in the museum. That's what I do every morning.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And it
That's
kills my
perfect.
bus ride. I get to work and like, how the fuck did I get here so fast?
Yeah. Did you ever miss it?
Animal Crossing. I didn't even mention Animal Crossing. I'm having bunches of fun with that game. It's a
Yeah.
great game.
Animal
Yeah.
Crossing is fucking.
Animal Crossing looks kind of cool. I keep seeing. Oh, I saw somebody on Reddit that made Mini City, and they used like the Godzilla statue and the big robot
robot
statue, and they were like actual like giant, and they made like little bird houses that look like normal houses.
Oh,
and they
that's
used
awesome.
the trees are as like saplings for like mini trees.
Oh, that's great.
And it's really
That's really
cool.
smart.
I really liked it. Yeah.
Dude, people are doing crazy shit in Animal Crossing. I just saw somebody built the Sinnoh region.
Sinnoh.
The Sinnoh region from Pokemon, and you look at the in-game map for the Pokemon. Was it Diamond and Pearl? Was that one?
Diamond and Pearl, yeah. 4th gen.
You look at that game, and then it shows a side-by-side comparison to the Animal Crossing map someone built. It's like they fucking did it. Like, they did it.
And they probably put houses where all the buildings are and stuff.
It's insane. Well, I did see a guy, because you can get custom patterns in the game, and you can spread them on the ground. I did see a guy who recreated it. There's a lot of Pokemon, but he made like a Cyndaquil outfit for himself. And he was running around, and he made the 8-bit designs for the Kanto region. Kanto, is that Gen 1?
Kanto, yeah.
Kanto. And he spread them across the ground, and he laid out the map. So, like, he had a lake, and he put a little... You can, like, build little islands, or little tiny, like, 1x1 land masses, and he put the little pixelated water thing with a Gyarados in the lake where you find him in the game.
Oh, that's in Johto.
Johto?
Yeah.
Okay,
Johto.
It might have been Johto. I don't fucking know Pokemon. But, yeah, it was, like... Yeah, and he had trees planted where the trees were in the game. But
Unless he did both,
trees.
because technically in the universe of Pokemon, Kanto and Johto are the same continent, and they're connected to each other. So that would
Could
be
be.
sweet.
I just know I saw Gyarados.
That's crazy.
But,
is that the second
dude,
gen or third gen?
Second.
Second.
Johto. Yeah, Kanto and Johto are
Okay, that's first and second.
connected. Yeah.
I only played Fire Red, so
I played a little bit
Smash
of Soul
Brothers.
Silver.
that's where I know my Pokemon. It's
Best
from
Pokemon
Smash
game.
Brothers.
But yeah, dude, like, people were doing crazy shit in Animal
Yeah,
Crossing.
no, it's cool.
Insane
really
shit.
Creative.
My,
More creative than I am. I look at it, I'm like, oh yeah, I could do that. I could make, like, oh, my village is going to look way cooler than that awesome village. And I know if I got it, I would be like, oh, it's, my square lake next to my stupid town hall. Damn it.
That's like the same thing for like Minecraft. Whenever I like start, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make it like a fucking awesome house. It's gonna be like a castle. It's gonna be like all different kinds of wood and shit. And then it just becomes like a huge square. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna like do a lot of weird glass shit with the square. And then it's like, oh yeah, that's like insane.
No, it's a glass square.
It's a glass square. Yeah.
Your house in Minecraft looks really cool, though. You were showing me the other day.
Yeah, but it's a square though.
It looks cool, dude.
Dude, you gotta start on the square.
Dude, I'm actually really proud of
That's
what...
why... Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
Minecraft, I look up other people's designs and kind of look at things they do, and you can, like, apply them.
Mm-hmm.
And you can make your square shit look a little nicer.
I'm really proud with what I've done in Animal Crossing so far. Because, yeah, I feel like going into that game... Because I remember there's like a certain point you get where you unlock terraforming. You have to like work up to it. And I remember knowing what I wanted to do with my island. And then I remember thinking about... I hadn't done any adjustments yet. And I remember looking at my island map and being like, oh, motherfucker, this is going to take a while. And I started... It took me like 4 hours just to dig up all of the mountains and the hills to get my entire island ground level, because that's how I needed to start out. Mm-hmm. Just for a little context for the little sausages, I'm building. I'm trying to build like Gotham City, because I'm a virgin in Animal Crossing. But essentially, like I did like the 3 island layout. I added like Arkham Island in like the middle. That's like kind of its own separated by rivers thing. I have like the old district on the outside, and then I have Wayne Manor, and my house is like the Batcave is the basement. Whatever, doesn't matter. But yeah, just like the work that I've done so far, like I've kind of you just by playing the game, you kind of figure out weird shit to kind of work around. Like I've built fake buildings, because you really only get the villager houses, like the stores and like your town center. Those are the only like, buildings you get, but they have like panels that you can put up that kind of act as fake walls, and they have fences that are kind of like half walls, but you can make them kind of look like they're oriented in a way where it's like, oh, that's an extra building.
Yeah.
And like I've set up like stone fences and like old wood floors in like my old town district, and have like a couple dilapidated houses now sitting around. They have like graffiti and stuff that's like fuck Batman. It's not really, but that's what Robin says. But yeah, I don't know. It's cool.
But Batman and Robin are friends.
No, they're fuck buddies, dude.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. You kind of, because yeah, it's really daunting earlier on, but just like the work that I've done from start to finish, I've actually like accomplished a lot more than I thought I ever would, like looking at it. You kind of just like figure shit out in that game. Yeah. And dude, that game, a lot like Minecraft, has so much subtlety to it. Like you look at it, it's like Animal Crossing. It's just like a wholesome little fishing simulator. But it's like, no, dude, you can do so much crazy shit in that game. There's so much furniture. God,
you right there, Hurley?
Oh.
Shit, dude. Is he vomiting?
No, he's just hacking up a little bit.
Oh, just so you know,
boy.
Oh, dude, you good?
Hey.
Anywhere but the carpet, bud.
He goes straight for the carpet. Hurley. Hey, come here. Come on, buddy.
Just so you know, little sausages, our producer on set, who's behind the camera, and on the laptop, making sure everything's recorded nice and awesome. Having a little bit of a coughing issue, might vomit during the middle of this podcast. Also has a tail.
Big old medieval flail of a tail.
I was convinced that if we didn't have snacks out, he would be good, and he is just kind of.
Well, he's under the set now.
That's fine. We can.
That works. No,
he's
yeah,
chill. Just don't vomit, buddy.
Done it before.
Yeah.
That's. I
We
mean,
got a sick baseline now.
Yeah, he's smacking his tail.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of got off track. It's me just jerking off over Animal Crossing. Great game, but
No, I think.
I'm
I think
sad.
This is the first topic that we've ever done that you didn't get mad at.
I love Animal
This is
Crossing.
very
Whoa.
tranquil.
What can I say? I love it.
go Tommy!
Oh, I lost it.
Go Tommy! Save it! Yeah! Oh! 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 Yeah! Oh! Yeah!
Welcome to Is for Beats.
Yeah, fucking guys.
That was pretty cool.
Ooh.
I'm less sad that I didn't bring topics today. But yeah,
Whoa.
I'm sorry that dickhead 16-year-old is causing your ass not to get a Switch, because I would love
Yeah.
dude, I would love to play Switch games with you guys.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
Yeah.
I would get Pokemon just to play with you guys,
Yeah.
because it's got
yeah.
multiplayer, right?
You can do raid
it's
battle things.
It's the
So I know
Eevee and
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
it's the
Oh,
I thought it might
that's
have
the
been-
co-op one.
that's
yeah.
right. Yeah, I would still get that just to play Pokemon with other people.
yeah, I would get it.
Fuck, why
That's
not?
only 2-player though, so we gotta cut some off the ship.
You guys should get Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah, except you kind of just grinded the shit out of it and maybe not want to play that ever again.
I'd play if you guys play.
No,
with
it's
me.
really fun.
You
It's good.
guys do not know how many times I've played the original Ultimate Alliance. That is like one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah,
Ugh.
that one.
That game is really good.
Did we never beat? Remember we were playing the X-Men
Yeah.
one, X-Men Apocalypse, the
X-Men Legends?
X-Men Legends, X-Men.
Yeah.
Rise of Apocalypse? Is
Yeah,
that it?
something like that.
That sounds really generic, but also it was. So
It's
The name of it
it's the
was.
second X-Men Legends game.
those games are so good, man.
Those are, I mean, yeah, they're, yep.
It's a good time.
Love 'em. The new one, I didn't. The third one, I didn't really like the Avengers one, Ultimate Alliance one. Ultimate Alliance 3 is. Oh no, it's kind of better than the second one, but they simplified things. They made the characters a lot more simple.
That's what I.
But they added the roster's awesome.
Dude, the roster has
Especially with the DLC characters.
the roster has almost every Marvel character you could ever want, except like a couple. It's weird. There's
Well,
a
I
lot
mean,
of
probably
there's a lot of characters in that would have fit really well in that game, but they just didn't make playable. But I mean, that's all the Ultimate Alliance games. You always find like NPCs and stuff, but like Vision, Ant-Man, Black Bolt, like there's a whole bunch.
Ooh.
Yeah, Black
Black
Bolt just
Bolt?
kind of he was in it, but he just kind of hung out.
They only have one Inhumans character, and it's
Crystal. Well, Miss Marvel's an
Oh,
Inhuman.
in
Oh, Miss Marvel is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
Crystal
two.
sucks.
There's two
She's super
Inhumans.
generic. Yeah, I don't know. There was a bunch of cool characters that they just didn't add. Silver Surfer's not in it either, but he's not even in anywhere in the game.
No, that sucks. I'm waiting for the Silver Surfer comeback.
People, there's like, this is spoilers for Ultimate Alliance 3, but also not because people don't know what's going to happen. But people think Ultimate Alliance 4 is going to be like multiverse
Oh,
shit.
are they
So they're going
planning
to have
on-
like 2099 Spider-Man and like a Old Man Logan Hulk and stuff.
Are they planning on a fourth one, or are people
They
just
set it up for a
assuming-
sequel.
Oh,
It's funny because at the end of Ultimate Alliance 3,
don't remember.
they're like, oh yeah, there's going to be a sequel. But then there's the DLC rolled out, and then there's the Fantastic Four DLC, which is the last DLC, and they're like, we're going to have a sequel. It's coming. Because they were like pushing pretty hard where it's like, I don't know how much I want to spoil this because I feel like most people don't care, but basically you go and fight Doctor Doom in that DLC, but at the end of it, it's like everyone's like, Doom becomes like, God Emperor Doom, where he becomes like all white and stuff. He basically becomes that because he steals the power of the Soul Stone, Infinity Stone. And it's like, for some reason, he used that to like awaken a Celestial, but then you kill the Celestial and then you beat Dr. Doom. And everyone seems to think that that's like, oh shit, something's coming now. Ooh. And it's like, and Dr. Doom's
Dr.
like...
Doom again?
Well, no. Dr. Doom's like...
Dr. Doom again?
Dr. Doom's like, fuck, you guys aren't going to stand a chance unless I'm your leader. And then everyone's like, well, you can't be our leader, but you can like fucking be our homie if you want. He's like, I'm your leader! And they're like, he's not our fucking leader. But then it shows like this big money shot of like all the characters. But it's like, they seem to really be pushing for a number 4.
Okay.
I hope so.
I hope so too. I hope it's
They could
Galactus.
only make it better too.
Well,
Wouldn't it be great if the third one was like, oh, this is really good, but there's XYZ are the flaws, and then the second one that came out, they're like, we fixed all that. We just made it.
There's gonna be so many fucking characters in the next one.
Pick up.
If they bring back all the characters from this one and add a whole bunch, dude, there's gonna be so many.
What were you saying? I was laughing at my
Sorry, hold up. Before we go on, just so you know, that spit probably did come out because on the first one, on the first video podcast the first episode that I put up, the quality is probably worse than this. However, I like laughed at one of you guys saying something, and a booger came out of my nose, and you could see
that's
it
legendary.
in the video.
Really?
You can see it in the video. You see a thing like come out, and then you see me be like,
Did that just happen?
Because I have the problem when I've watched some of our videos and stuff that I watch myself because I'm trying to see what I do, and then I look at myself and go, oh, why'd you do that, and all this bullshit. Why'd you say that?
Yeah.
You interrupted Sam or Fabio or something.
Nah, I just interrupted you now also.
I'm like,
you only watch me.
do you know what's weird?
Oh, yeah.
When I watch myself on the old podcast, I'm way more comfortable with watching and listening to myself than I am just audio. I don't know what
That's
it
probably
is.
because you're more focused on your voice when you're listening to just the audio.
Well, even still, I don't know. I feel like I would just knowing how I react to my own voice and stuff. I feel like I would cringe, otherworldly cringe watching myself. But I'm fine with it. I don't know. I like the video podcast a lot.
Yeah, no, I like them too.
I've made myself laugh for the first time listening back into a podcast. I never did that with the audio
Yeah,
podcast.
you texted that to us.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
You were really excited.
I was really excited.
Well,
anyways, what were we talking about?
I mean, you guys want to segue with superheroes? Because I had this topic last week, but
I mean, if we're in the same vein, but are we? Do we want to cover anything else about the Switch and how people are making it shitty for you guys to get one? I want you guys to get one.
It sucks. I mean, it's just.
I would play the shit out of Switch games.
The market is unfortunately just really. There's a high demand and low
supply.
Stock, low supply. That's it. So it kind of just blows. But I want one. But then I found out about that. Which, oh man, I was gonna go into talking about like ticket scalping and how much that fucking sucks ass. When people, because those programs aren't a new thing.
No.
When people come out with concerts or sporting events, there's like online robots that go and pick up those tickets immediately fast, and they're fast.
And they pick up a bunch of them.
Yeah, I've done front end testing for like web applications, and
weird flex.
I just used a language that's just out there that's really easy to use that just goes through websites and just hits buttons and enters information. So all you have to go is you can tell it, hey, like click this login button. When it asks for your payment information, enter in these things, and you can just hard type everything, and it'll enter in your name and your credit card number and all that information and stuff, and then have it hit buy tickets, have for many tickets and stuff, and it's really easy. Anyone with a little bit of computer science, tech savvy stuff could figure it out, and all you have to do is go on the website in advance.
Mm-hmm.
And just figure out how to enter in the information, how to navigate through the website, and you can scalp tickets really easily. And I'm sure the thing I used wasn't even the best method. I wasn't using it to scalp tickets. I was using it for a job, but
there was a lot of there's like a lot of YouTube channels that I watch, and sometimes they go on like live. Tilly.
I just can't stop thinking about man's best friend, dude. I can't stop thinking about it. Do you know what that reminded me of? Like,
let me
like,
fix this couch.
Well, that reminded me of Icarus Rising, and it's just dudes being bros or whatever the fuck. And I can't remember what video it was, but you ended it with a clip of just a guy being, you know, it's just like... Sorry, cuts right there.
That was the original Icarus.
That was the original Icarus. That was it, yeah.
Just fuck these guys, because, you know...
That was it, yeah. Anyways, that's what Tilly's little
Joe
clicky
did that
boys.
video, not Foggy, by the way.
No, I did the
but
original.
the original,
yeah. No, I know, yeah. Joe?
I
You're killing it.
I prefer Joe's Icarus. Because it starts with a Pornhub drum. You know that little drum sequence right at the beginning? That's the Pornhub intro to like all the songs.
That's awesome.
If you go into the description, he puts in like music just to cover our asses, and he's like, intro to Pornhub videos, and then whatever other song he used or whatever. And I was like, oh my god, that's why I was getting hard while watching these videos.
That's not the only reason you were getting hard.
No, Joe, keep coming off with those little one shots because they have made me die every time.
We're getting Joe on the podcast real soon.
Thank God.
And hopefully in like 2 or 3 podcasts from now.
That'd be
I'm
rad.
gonna be sitting there now because he's
Ooh.
so much bigger than I am. A little taller, really.
That would be... Oh, dude. I'm so stoked to have a 4th guy.
Dude. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. And also, I mean, it's just like he's an IFF. He's a
good boy.
He's an IFF boy.
He's a founder.
Yeah, he's a founder.
IFFF.
Yeah, he was there in the trenches. Fucking ground zero. Joe was there,
Helicopters.
and we need him back. But,
I lied. I don't want to move there. We're gonna put him on your guys' side.
That's good.
Nice.
It's gonna be the 3 of us over
It's
here.
ridiculous.
We're gonna figure out the lighting.
Sam's gonna be in the middle, just like a complete shadow box.
It'd be a silhouette.
It's just gonna be an angry shadow in between Joe and myself.
You guys know those like anonymous interviews where they make the voice sound like this? You should just do that for me from now on. Because no one's going to know.
They'll just see your nose peeking through.
Oh, they'll know then. It couldn't be anyone else. No one has that
Sammy,
big of a
that's
nose. Yeah. If you want to move on to the next topic.
Well, I have a superhero one. I don't know if I want to talk about it, but it's the DC vs. Marvel comic. You know about that, Sam?
The old one from like the 90s?
Yeah. From 96. You know about that? Well, I told you about that, Fabio. Well, for anyone who doesn't know, it's the DC and Marvel collabed one time and made...
They've collabed a few times.
They collabed only one time. They collabed a few times, but this is one of the times they collabed, and they did basically where they took their characters and just had them fight each other in different battles. And what I found interesting is that, I mean, they're all probably superhero fans because that's their job. And they actually discussed between each other. They're like, we have Superman and you have Captain America. Not Captain America's a bad example, like Hulk. And they would actually discuss and come down to a conclusion. And they were very fair about, like, yeah, Superman would win or Hulk would win and stuff. And I thought it was kind of cool. They actually were like, yeah, your character is a lot more powerful than ours.
Yeah.
And so I was going to go through, because on Wikipedia they have all the battles. And I was going to go through and we're going to discuss which one you guys would think would win.
I'm with it.
Because some of them are ridiculous. Because Fabio and I talked about one.
Yeah.
I think it would be really funny if they just took the writers of each character and had them go into like a boxing ring, and whichever writer won.
Whichever writer won.
Just these fat, sweaty, nerdy dudes just fucking duking it out. And it's like, well, I guess Wolverine wins.
And then Marvel brings out like Mike Tyson or something, and they're like, he's not writing comic books, he is now.
Except that battle was supposed to be for like Matter Eater Lad and fucking Spider-Man. Matter Eater Lad wins. Like, who gives a shit?
Speaking of Mike Tyson, I heard
Mike Tyson.
that he's gonna box again.
Oh, really?
He's like getting in boxing shape, and I didn't look into it. I
How old
saw
is he?
a headline.
50s?
50s?
Yeah,
Probably.
that makes sense.
Well, I
Well,
couldn't
I mean,
believe it because I saw him. I think it was a clip of him on, I think it was the Joe Rogan podcast or something, and he was talking about how he didn't want to fight anymore because it just gets him so aggressive, and he just gets into that space too much, and he just starts treating everyone kind of like shitty and being too violent. So he pulled back, and that's why he stopped fighting.
I don't think
I
it's
would
not,
have to double check.
I don't think it's that he didn't want to fight anymore. I didn't want to fight anymore.
Anymore. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
So I couldn't believe it, and I
He's
was
gonna kill you now.
He's gonna.
I-
and I know he watches.
Yeah, he does. He's a little sausage.
Friend
He's
of the
a
podcast.
big little sausage.
he's just a big sausage, man.
Isn't he not a tall guy? He was just built for
he's
like his
probably
weight class.
like
He could be 4'11". I wouldn't fuck with him.
He might be like your height, maybe an inch or two taller than you.
Look up.
Yeah.
But he's like, he was so naturally like able just to destroy people. Like just his natural physique as a young man was just like there's boxers out there that are like super strong naturally, super fast, but he was just a different on another level.
He's
like just a completely different, just on his own planet, destroying people, biting people's ears off.
Oh,
he
was that
huh?
guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That was after he went to prison, gained a little weight, and got a little slower. And he was losing that fight. That's why he got angry and bit that dude's ear off.
Man, Mike Tyson isn't gonna kill me.
He is
I'm sorry, Mike.
He's 5'10" and 53 years old. And there is, I can see the top stories. What's that?
Yeah, sorry.
I can see the top stories on Google, and he made a video of him, like, I think training, and it was called "I'm Back." So there's like potentially he's gonna get back into fighting.
Damn.
I mean,
maybe he'll just do a couple fights and then call it. I mean, he's old. Like you don't want to fight for very long.
Well,
like boxing's really bad. MMA is probably worse. I would say
MMA is worse. I mean, they're both because like you need stamina, but like fighting is a whole different other thing. So like people can like run like miles, like a bunch of miles and shit, and that's like one like type of stamina, but like actually getting hit like in the face and in the body, and you like trying to hit someone else and like landing punches, it's a completely different beast.
Oh, it's got to like
you
absolutely,
get absolutely just.
I mean, I'm
well, you know about like the cauliflower ears, right?
Oh, well, that's
like just taking so many blows to the side of the head. You just it's just that, but like wherever you get hit, like you just get fucked up over time.
Yeah, but from like physical endurance.
Yeah.
Like that's the one thing. And actually,
are you talking about just like match to match?
Yeah, match to match.
Okay. I was talking like a long term injury.
Well, you don't fight weekly. It's not like basketball where you play 3 games a week or anything.
No, they hype it up for like a month.
You wait months
it's like
before you fight.
Maybe 3 fights a year.
And that's if you're popular.
Yeah.
Or professional, at least. And that's just me guessing. I don't watch fighting or anything. That's not some shtick. But it's interesting.
It's crazy. But then, yeah, with MMA, you like add like legs in that, and legs are way stronger than punches are.
You can't bicep curl like the video that you showed me of the guy like squatting like 8 plates on both legs, and the bar was bent so badly that he can react. You can't do that with your arms.
No.
Your legs can do. Your legs can have
your
some
legs
power.
Support your body. They're supposed to be stronger. Just
their potential for strength is what I'm saying. Like, your arms can get like pretty damn strong. Your legs can get like otherworldly strong.
Yeah. I mean, like your thigh muscle. Like you inject shots in your thigh for like an EpiPen shot when you want to get that adrenaline and stuff fast. You put that in your thigh. It's like your thigh and your butt, because the butt is super absorbent because there's a lot of fat. I think it's because there's a lot of fat and stuff, so it gets to your bloodstream. But your thigh is just because it's such a big muscle that it's like you pump it into the heart because you want it into your body as fast as possible. As you pump it into the thigh because there's so much blood and muscle and stuff that it just goes into your system. The reason for that stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of like when you like first get into like working out, especially like weight training, and you like go into like leg workouts a lot. Like the first there's a lot to where you're like I'm just thinking now that I'm gonna look back at this episode and be like, Father, you're such an idiot.
I was just thinking that. I was like, we're going at this like we know we work out all the time, we're full athletes. We're not. I know it's hard to tell, but we're not. We're just fucking talking shit off the top of our heads. You are gonna look back at this and hate this, dude.
I was just
welcome to the Instagram channel. Tommy's the host.
That's not it. I have it written down, dude.
I was just thinking how most of the time when I look back at old podcasts, I'm like, yeah, Fabio was being a huge. Just kidding.
So we all can agree.
No, where are we going with this Mike Tyson stuff?
I just mentioned Mike Tyson and we riffed.
Oh, okay.
We were gonna talk about the DC versus Marvel ship. I don't know if you guys care.
Well, you kind of wound up to it, right?
Oh no,
So-
we can do it next week.
Well,
I think
No, we can do it right now. It's not that long. There's like 10 fights.
just as like a jokey sort of thing, whatever. But it's like
No, we're not allowed to tell jokes here.
Marvel and DC, like everyone's gonna fight. It's gonna be awesome. But we all know who's the top dogs there. It's gonna be the last two. We all know. It's gonna be Nick Fury and Batman. Because even though they don't have powers, they're the smartest, and they're always like 10 steps ahead of everybody.
Yeah, but Batman's got that drive. That's the one thing that Batman beats everything.
No, that's not
drive alone.
I'm not saying
Drive and prep.
from Marvel and from DC.
Oh, you think
it's
those would be the last
Nick
two?
Fury? I don't know about Nick Fury, but I think it would come down to like
because he has so much.
it's gonna be Batman or Superman. Superman has like the I can't lose factor though.
Yeah, he has the I can't lose factor, but Batman has the I can't.
He
lose
won't.
Factor.
I won't lose
I
factor.
won't lose factor. Yeah.
So
I don't
I
know
skimmed
if
through the
Marvel
fights.
has, like-
Batman isn't one of the characters that they had fight anymore.
Cool. I like that
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
I think it would come down to
I'm
Batman and
surprised.
Wolverine because Wolverine just can't die.
I feel like Wolverine would win eventually.
I feel like you would too.
It'd be like a real
he just
slow
heals.
burn.
Well, the only way you
It would be like Batman he would do a lot and he would do really well, but at the end of the day, Wolverine would like edge it out.
I feel like Wolverine would win that fight, but after Batman dies, he'd be like, "Huh, I put a gas in your bloodstream that melts the adamantium on your bones, and then you're dead." It'd be some like death after
Yeah.
murder after death kind of thing. But
Anyway.
so Batman doesn't kill.
Oh, but I mean, it's Wolverine.
It's a fight
so
to the death. Like
It's a fight to the
I don't care.
also
I do,
disclaimer.
but it doesn't matter.
The first set of these fights were decided by the creative teams. The second half of these fights were just determined by readers' votes.
That's cool that they let the readers decide.
Yeah, which
I
I
like
think
that.
is about as accurate. Like, I mean, I wonder how. No, I mean, I know people are diehard one way or the other, but I think people generally like both. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm being too
I
optimistic
think
about that.
in terms of like superhero and like liking comic books and like the actual individual superheroes, people are more like DC, Marvel, they're both cool, but then it's more so like since Iron Man the movies have come out, people have become more divisive.
I think that's
because-
true. Because I think
It's
that actually
more
has a lot to
divisive
do with
now?
the movies because people are like, oh, DC movies suck and Marvel movies are the best. But it's like
well, okay.
those people who defend DC movies will like go down fighting. They'll go down swinging.
Well, I'm talking about the diehard people, not the people
No,
who
that's
just
what-
go see movies.
No, that's what I'm talking about too.
Yeah.
People will like refuse to say something's bad.
Because one's really good and one's not as good that they say they hate the other one because
There's people that refuse to say that their
well,
thing
that's-
is bad even though it is objectively bad, and there's people that because their thing is bad and they can't accept that it's bad will accuse the other thing of being bad.
Okay.
There's people who think every DC movie's a gem and they're not. There's been very few good DC movies.
Yeah.
But because everyone else knows they're bad, they'll get super defensive and say all the Marvel movies are bad even though they're not.
Yeah.
I think if you don't find appreciation in both, you're
However,
not a
you-
real.
Find some
No,
appreciation.
you
No,
can
like
you
he's-
can say like most because I feel like the three of us like both Marvel and DC. We're like we like both of
hate
them.
one of them.
However, the movies or whatever, the movies are like you could say objectively the DC movies are worse. However, I wish they were better.
Oh yeah, I mean,
But that's the thing.
do you ever go to a movie wanting it to be bad?
However, I feel
No.
like now there are people that are like, "Oh, I'm a Marvel person.
Oh,
I
no, you're
want
right.
DC."
Thank God,
right, yeah.
failed.
There
Oh,
are
those
people
people
like
suck.
that.
I'm not talking about those.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's the
pessimistic
thing.
We
People,
we all want good movies.
I think in general, fandom should be based around the fact that I like this thing. I hope it's good. But especially with comic books, it feels so stupid to like. It feels like the government, like Democrats and Republicans, is like, oh, I'm a Democrat. It's like I don't believe in anything that has to do with Republicans, or it's like the other way around. I'm not saying that I am, by the way, but it feels that way for comic books sometimes, where it's like I'm a Marvel fan. Everything that DC does sucks, and they can go to hell. But it's like you can like both of them. That's allowed.
what?
Yeah.
No, no.
Yeah, I have to agree with Tommy on this one.
Yeah,
Nuh-uh.
fuck you, Sam.
Nuh-uh.
Hard line in the sand.
In quotes, nuh-uh. Tommy, 2020.
these fights though?
Yeah, that's it.
No, let's riff more about other stuff. 30 minutes later.
What were we saying about Mike Tyson?
It's not even that exciting. Mike Tyson. The dude. Did I show you that meet? Never mind. I don't know what that movie.
Stainy Cloth?
No, the Spider-Man. Where it's him on Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man poster and it's got Thwip.
No, but I wish you did.
Go Web!
Shazam! Fly!
Yeah, that's one.
Up and away, Web!
Up and away, Web.
Alright, you guys ready?
No, let's vamp more. yeah, right.
So the first one is Aquaman from DC and Namor from Marvel.
Ooh.
I don't know what Namor's... He can
Can
fly.
Because he got wing guns.
What are his like water
His
powers
feet
though?
I can look it up.
Like
You can-
Aquaman can like literally control the ocean and like animals.
I mean,
I don't know. Can Namor do that? Can Namor call a shark to be his
definitely
buddy?
do animals.
Should we try and guess which,
Because
if you know?
I'm gonna say Aquaman.
do you guys want to look them
say?
both up on Wikipedia and like go through their powers and shit?
Yeah.
I don't know how in depth you
Let's
guys want
not
to
get
go.
like let's not get too in depth because we're just gonna go through all the fights.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Oh, there's 10 fights.
there's like 10-ish fights. Ah, dang.
I'm gonna say Aquaman, but that's just because I know a lot more about the character.
I want to say Aquaman also, but since you're saying Aquaman, I'll say Namor.
Oh.
Fuck Aquaman. Go Marvel.
Well, the thing is, Namor can't. He has like mutant stuff. Like he can fly.
Yeah, because he has wings on his ankles. Does Aquaman have wings on his ankles?
Nope.
Yeah, I thought not. Loser.
Loser, go kill yourself.
See, Namor has hydrokinesis also, controlling water.
Team Namor.
He has the
I don't even
ability
know if
to.
that was.
He can control the creatures of the sea, and he has the ability to copy powers of oceanic life forms.
Oh, that's
kind of
Namor.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, can Namor get like a big ass like shark jaw then? That's pretty rad.
Well, I think his jaw would have the strength of a shark jaw.
That's pretty dope, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, that means Namor can do like sonar and shit.
Which
He can
Aquaman
pinch
does
with the
not
power of a
have.
crab.
And they all have superhuman speed,
Yeah.
strength, and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
They have the snippets of how they won the fights too, so we can actually.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna say
You
Aquaman.
say Aquaman, you're saying Namor?
I'm saying Namor just
Okay.
to...
Well, I guess Sam gets a point because Aquaman wins.
Boo!
He won by summoning a whale to leap out of the water and land on top of Namor. Since Namor is pinned and unable to move, he is declared the loser.
That's so much better than I thought it was gonna.
You telling me my man's didn't win because he was all like, I can't get out of here.
Yeah,
No.
he has superhuman strength,
Fabio.
and he can also get the strength of a whale as well.
Yeah. Wait. What the fuck?
So you're telling me my man survived and still lost. And this was fights
Oh, they
to
don't
the
often
death.
they're not killing each other. Maybe some of them.
Then what's the point of this? No, I'm
Well, that's
kidding.
fair. Yeah, I'll give them that. Well, I mean, they're good guys.
superheroes
Some of
don't
them are good guys.
Typically kill each
Namor
other.
is sort of an asshole.
Namor is so. an
Namor
asshole.
is an asshole. Okay, the next
He's
one
like
is
an eco-terrorist.
Yeah.
He like sinks cities
Aquaman.
for
Kind
fun
of is an
sometimes.
asshole depending on your.
He's an asshole. He doesn't like sink cities just because he.
It depends on what you read.
For all the
There's
is for
spin-offs
fun
and shit.
Oh, yeah, well,
little
Flashpoint.
sausages that like Pokemon, Joe, the only one. It's like from the 3rd gen. Remember the like Team Rocket dudes?
You're gonna hate this dude.
It's
You're
like
gonna hate listening back to this.
No, this part's gonna be funny. I know it's gonna be funny right now. My dick's way wider than that. Anyway,
Wider.
there we go.
Wow.
Was number 9.
Oh, is you done? Number 9. All right.
You can explain it.
Number 9 on the most extreme.
It's Elektra from Marvel and Catwoman from DC.
Oh, Elektra.
Yeah.
The only reason why so you're saying Elektra. The only reason why I want to say Catwoman is because I hate the Elektra movie so much.
Elektra movie's really bad. Well, but
And I know that like
is the
doesn't.
Catwoman movie any better though?
That's true. That's true.
I haven't seen it.
However, I
like Catwoman as a character better than Elektra.
Yeah.
Because I think Elektra is kind of just a love interest for Daredevil, in a lot of ways. But I mean, she's a ninja.
Well, yeah,
Catwoman's
I mean,
Catwoman's
yeah.
just a thief.
It kind of feels that way with Elektra, but I think that's just because the media. Or
Also,
the
she has
movies and stuff,
sais.
and
Sais are stupid weapons. They're not even weapons. They're tools to break katanas.
Well, I mean, there's still a knife. You can still stab people. You can still fuck somebody up with a sai.
Yeah, but like, just use a knife.
I mean, but you're ninja.
But they don't
you're a
look
ninja,
cool.
dude.
They don't
You can
look cool.
use a sai.
That's true.
But they never fall out of your belt because of
Yeah.
the sword breaking.
What happens if you go upside down?
Shut up.
Yeah, you're right.
So you're saying Electra, I'm saying Catwoman.
I'll say Elektra,
Only
yeah.
just
It is Elektra. So you're 0-2, Fabi.
So, fuck.
And Elektra won by cutting off Catwoman's whip as she hung from a
I thought you were
girder
gonna say like head.
on a building
fuck.
under construction, but Catwoman survived by falling into a dumpster filled with sand.
No, she landed on her feet.
In a dumpster filled with sand.
She's a cat.
Alright, the next one is Flash.
Hey, wait, no, hold up. Before you say anything else, let me decide first this time.
Oh yeah, okay.
Jackass.
Alright, the Flash from DC and Quicksilver
You're gonna
from
pick
Marvel.
Flash.
Flash only oh,
shit. Well, no, dude.
No, and also, yeah.
I've always said it. If I ever had superpowers, it wouldn't be anything. It wouldn't be like super speed.
Sam, I don't care what superpower you want. I want to know who you think would win.
No. Let me explain myself.
No. I don't
It
care,
would
dude.
be
That's what I'm telling you.
specifically.
I don't care. They don't care. He doesn't care. Luke doesn't
Oh, you
care.
do care.
No, I'm just kidding. You can go on. I'm just kidding.
You don't care. I know you don't.
Sam, I'm just
Luke, I know Luke cares, but no, I would pick Speed Force because you can. The Flash has every superpower. He has like super speed. He can shoot like lightning. He can fly. Basically, he can time travel. He can heal people. The Speed Force covers so many bases.
Yeah.
It's like stupid.
The Speed Force is stupid.
It's really dumb.
Speed Force is like, well, we only have this character that runs fast, and we've made 100 comics of him running fast and stopping his foe. We're gonna spice this one up a little bit.
Put a little pizzazz on it.
Speed Force, what we can do with that? Anything. That's the best
So
part.
wait,
Do you remember when he had an aluminum helmet and a t-shirt? Well, now.
do you remember? Do you remember?
You guys are running in jeans, but fast.
Do you remember when Captain Boomerang folded Flash into a 90-degree angle and shot him out of a giant slingshot?
Did that happen?
Yeah.
Oh,
Look it up. It's awesome.
No, I believe you. That's like when Megatron transforms into a pistol and goes small, so the other Transformers can use him as a gun.
It's not like that, but that's still cool.
Is it cool though? Is it though?
I like the compare. I think the comparison's
That
cool.
is a transformation to sell toys. Because imagine,
yeah.
my little robot, and now he's my gun, like little pistol gun.
No, Transformers was made just to sell toys. They made the toys, and it's like, well, how are we gonna fucking market these? Let's make a TV show.
Yeah, I mean,
Transformers
it's
is
still
dope.
cool. It's still a cool thing.
So I
Robot
have a
turns vehicle.
Transformer. I'm a little ashamed to admit it.
No, I fucked with him, remember?
Yeah, he's real. He's kind of lame.
Yeah.
His transformation
He
is just
is-
this,
Yeah.
and then he goes. He's a plane though.
I don't want to sound like an old garbage piece of shit man,
Well, you
but
will.
I'm going to sound like an old garbage piece of shit man. New Transformers kind of suck. Just like the transformations suck, and also like the quality of the plastic is just real garbage.
Well, that's because they have to make a whole lot more of them.
I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. Because
around
when
the United States, dude, Transformers aren't that big.
Well, no, I'm just saying populations exploded.
well,
Sure, but
I'm saying
No,
just
even-
in
no.
general, toy production has like probably exploded because they have to make just a lot more.
no, I'm saying like when
And they have
we
to make
were.
cheaper materials.
I feel like it's different from when we it's not that different from when we were kids. And getting our Transformers.
Yeah,
I feel like
I don't know.
Transformers was more popular when we were kids.
I have never owned a Transformer except for the one that I own now at 24 years old.
I had so many Transformers as a kid. They were the best. Anyway, who won, Flash or Quicksilver?
It was Flash.
it was the Flash.
Of course it was.
Boom.
Wait, hold on. Okay. Can I just?
You want to know the why?
Yes, but if
Flash
this is gonna
won
be,
using superior speed.
yeah, well, he's way faster. Quicksilver can
And
only
he's
go as like
red.
Yeah.
Quicksilver can. I think
Force
can only
does
go as like
weird
fast as like the speed of sound. He can go like Mach something. whereas
Yeah, but I think they've made
Flash
him
goes
faster
so fast
than
that he can just go through time.
Yeah, Flash is stupid.
Flash is
Super
really dumb.
awesome.
That's why I want his powers though, because you have so many superpowers with his powers.
I think
Still
yeah.
hoping for that Flash movie to be good.
I just kind of want to reboot. Just
Oh,
sorry,
yeah, I do
sorry
too.
Ezra
I do too.
Miller, but just like go away, like get someone else.
I agree with you. Super speed is a real cool power, but at the same time, you still have to run. That's a lot of energy to exert.
That's the thing.
I would want if I had a power.
Actually, the
I would,
speed. No, I'm just kidding.
I would like to teleport. I would just like to teleport in
Dude.
the air and then just free fall for a little while and then teleport back onto the ground and be like,
It depends on if your momentum
Also,
keeps.
Yeah, well, you could shut the fuck up, because no, it doesn't. Because if you can teleport, why does physics work at all?
Yeah,
that's a good point. Also, the Speed Force gets you jacked. It just like constantly stimulates your muscles all the time, so you just get jacked by doing
so
nothing.
you're malnourished.
I was.
You cut. You're not jacked.
Have you seen the Flash? The Flash is pretty jacked.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying that's a comic book art. I'm saying in actuality, you get cut.
Oh, well, in actuality, the Speed Force isn't a thing. Shut up.
Oh, it just.
Oh,
No,
really?
I guess you could get jacked.
Do not actually be about the Flash.
Well, actually, it was funny because I was talking with Taday about this one time, and he sort of blew my mind a little bit. He was all like, "If Superman is like this super strong being, and the reason why he's super strong is because he's an alien from a different planet, and it's like the sun that gives him his powers essentially. Why is he super buff?"
No,
unless he was like picking up mountains and like just bench pressing mountains.
Benching?
No, I've always thought that too. I always thought like Superman doesn't
really
need to be
slim.
huge.
He would be really slim because he has nothing to like make his muscles bigger unless
He's not working out with Superman level weights.
Yeah.
Well, is it some bullshit with the radiation makes him?
It like stimulates his muscles and constantly like makes him like
maybe, but I've never heard that. But like like surface level. Teddy said that, and I was like,
"No, you're right.
You shut the fuck up."
No,
Teddy.
no, you're right.
He's buff.
I've always thought it would be kind of better if Superman wasn't like huge, but just kind of like a normal muscular guy. Because in his day to day, he's Clark Kent. He has to pretend to be a nerd. And you're telling me like 250 pounds of muscle, Henry Cavill is a nerd? No, that guy goes to the gym like every single second of his life. Superman should be kind of Christopher Reeves. Christopher Reeves wasn't jacked. He was just a normal kind of like bigger dude. I think he should be like Christopher Reeves kind of physique. Batman should be jacked. Batman should be huge.
Yeah.
I have an argument against Teddy.
Hey Teddy, why the fuck? How can you assume if he's an alien that you know his biology and makeup?
That's true.
You don't.
That's true.
Maybe they're always buff. Maybe they're just buff by nature.
That's true.
Yep.
You don't know, Teddy. You don't know. You don't know.
Yeah.
So sit down. Sit down.
Sit down, little boy.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Okay. So the next fight is Robin from DC and Jubilee from Marvel. I don't know which
I
Robin.
think Robin wins.
It doesn't say.
But
I was gonna say Jubilee. Just
hold up. Yeah,
Jubilee.
I wanted to talk about this earlier. How are we establishing what is this competition that we're doing right now?
No, we're just going through them.
I'm gonna say Robin.
Yeah. I sort of want to say like. I know I have to say Jubilee now, but at the same time, I just want to say Jubilee.
See, well, I feel like this is going to be one of those like tug the rug out from under you, and it's going to be Jubilee because Robin's like the obvious choice. But I feel like Jubilee could pull some shit and still win.
No, it's Robin.
Okay, well.
So I was right. It's Jubilee.
Robin won using his cape as a decoy and then tying up Jubilee.
That's
what?
the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I know.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
I mean, they're probably cool to like read through the panels and stuff, but the conclusions are pretty weak.
Yeah.
Your computer made a noise.
It's done.
You have 41 minutes remaining. 40%.
Oh,
that's fine.
We'll get through this. Yeah. I mean, I would assume Robin has better training because Batman and shit, that he would be able to overcome someone with just
this is the 90s.
Basic superpowers.
It was probably Tim Drake.
Jubilee shoots lasers, basic. She shoots rainbow lasers.
Is it lasers? I thought it was more like firecrackers.
Yeah, but they're basically lasers.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
Lasers and flash
Jubilee
bomb stuff.
I was thinking of the Portal chick.
Oh, Blink?
Yeah, I was thinking of Blink.
That's fine. Let's sneak some down into some C tier X-Men. Yeah. Jubilee's basically B tier if you watch the animated show, and if you didn't, then nobody knows who she is. She's fine. I started watching that show. I really wanted to watch it and like it because I never watched it as a kid, really, outside of a little bit, and I don't really like it.
I feel like it might be one of those shows that doesn't age super well.
I only watched the first 2 episodes. I kind of want to get through it just because I like it.
Do you guys want to watch it tonight?
Yeah,
we could also just keep it on as background noise and just like shoot the shit.
Well, we can figure that out later. Let's get on with this. This one is the Silver Surfer from Marvel and Green Lantern from DC.
Oh, Silver Surfer
and
easily.
It is. I think it's Kyle Rayner.
Silver Surfer definitely
Surfer.
wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna agree on this one, Silver Surfer. I'm not even gonna
Yeah.
joke with
No,
that.
The
Green
Silver
Lantern
Surfer's
is-
power is cosmic.
Yeah.
That's what it's called, and it is. It is.
Dude, anyone
It's
anyone,
fucking strong.
anyone with cosmic powers is basically a god.
Yeah, it's like space lasers.
Also, especially Silver Surfer. He's the Herald of
yeah.
Galactus. The guy's like fucking He
Yeah.
can do some. He can do some damage.
He won when they both collided with each other and released a huge explosion, which knocked out Green Lantern but left Silver Surfer unfazed.
It's actually pretty cool. Yeah, of course he won.
Yeah.
Of course he won. I love Green Lantern. I don't like Kyle Rayner, but I love Green Lantern, and I would never let him. I would never assume he would win.
Yeah, Green Lantern's cool. His powers are powerful, but
I think Green Lantern's a great character, but like,
I read something online that was talking about Green Lantern and Superman was supposed to get the Green Lantern ring before Hal Jordan got it.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, but the reason he didn't get it is because he was an alien. So he was more worthy to get the ring, but because he was an alien, he couldn't properly watch that sector of the universe, so Hal Jordan got it. I don't know. I thought you think
Is it
that
because
was
he's
cool.
not from that sector?
Yeah, because he's from Krypton.
Huh, okay, that's kind of cool. Actually, I like that explanation.
Yeah, thought that was cool. All right, so the next one is Thor from Marvel, and then Captain Marvel or Shazam from DC.
Thor. Oh, yeah, Thor.
What do you think? Yell it out, Fabio.
Oh no, I'm gonna switch my answer. I'll tell you why.
Oh, fuck you. No, you're Thor. I'm Shazam.
Here's why I was gonna switch my answer.
Are you sure, Fabio?
Shazam.
Yep.
Okay.
It's some stupid like 40s comic shit. Shazam's powers are technically based off of like
Oh, the gods.
the gods. Like
Yeah.
Zeus is one of them,
Yeah.
which is technically Odin, which is technically Thor's dad, which would beat out Thor. Which, yeah, I think Shazam would win. But I'll stick with Thor though, because Thor's really fucking strong. You can have Shazam, Fabio.
All right. Well, Thor won.
Oh, fuck you, Fabio!
You didn't want it. So
Yeah.
it's gonna change. So Thor won when Captain Marvel or Shazam was forced to change back into his alter ego of Billy Batson. Billy tried to change back, but Thor used Mjolnir to intercept the lightning bolt that would have transformed him back into Captain Marvel. Thus, and the result, impact knocked Billy out and sent Thor's hammer flying off. So
That's a
kinda
really
cool.
good point. I didn't think about his transformation.
Hold up, but why did he
So
change?
Thor didn't beat Shazam; he beat Billy. He
Yeah.
just beat up a child.
What
He's
an
kind of an
asshole.
asshole, huh?
Yeah, kind of an asshole.
Wait, why did Shazam
Do
change
better,
back
Thor.
mid-fight though?
I don't know. I'm literally reading the Wikipedia.
No, I
quick
believe you. I
descriptions.
believe you, but I'm just. I don't know.
It said he was forced to, so there must have been some circumstance.
That's a big.
Forced
That's a
him.
big gimmick in Shazam. They always like make him switch back. Say the word, boy. Whatever. What's
The next one's
one?
kind of interesting. The next one is Superman from DC and the Hulk from Marvel.
Hulk.
Oh, what do you think, Fabio?
I think Superman, no doubt about it.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Superman always wins, so of course he wins. But the way I understand Hulk's powers work, this is gonna be some nerdy shit, but like
Oh, when he gets beat up.
his strength is infinite. The potential for his strength is infinite. So if he's I can go most anywhere to feel like I. Hurley's in glass belong.
Hurley!
Born in a mish.
That's
so scary. That's so scary. Big brother.
Oh, fucking righty. Holy shit.
Are you ready? Are you good?
Yeah.
No more glass dropping? No more glass throwing? You do that.
I was
so-
so angry at the class.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Do we need classic?
I'm sorry you don't think Hulk would win, but I think he would. But
Nah, dude, I'm so angry about this.
Was
I
Hulk?
think
who
It
was
was
it?
Hulk and Superman.
That was it. Yeah, I think Hulk would win.
definitely
You think
Superman.
Superman? Yeah.
Just because I think Hulk's strength is
That's fine.
infinite.
Awkward, your laptop died on me during
Nice.
intermission, even though it said we had 40 minutes.
Yeah, don't trust my last.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Mine does the same thing. So I have it on my phone now. I saved
yeah,
it. Don't
I know
worry.
it's Superman.
I'm a hero.
but I'll
You can thank me later.
I'll be Team
or
Hulk.
now, that's fine. So I After exchanging punches and a burst of heat vision, Superman won eventually.
Yeah,
course.
fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I would also pick Superman.
No surprise, but
Hulk does get stupidly strong, so there's an argument there. But he still gets knocked out because he kind of has to when he interacts with their characters.
Like,
so
it also does like. I feel like Hulk is kind of only as strong as the story permits, and Superman always has to win. So, it's because he's the good old golden boy. So
yeah,
he really can't lose.
Sure.
Otherwise,
that's
people
fine.
will be like,
I
"Oh, what the fuck
accept
did you lose?"
I accept that. The next one is a really good character fighting a.
Is it Green Arrow Hawkeye?
No, it's. I don't think they have that one either. It'd be like a stalemate. No, actually,
Thanks, Bobby.
in my opinion, Green Arrow wins only because he has boxing glove arrows. That's it.
Yeah, dude. Does Hawkeye use trick arrows or does he just use arrows?
No, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean,
He's the lightning one in the movie.
yeah,
To
and he uses
capture vision or to stun vision for a second.
Oh yeah, the one.
He
Yeah.
uses
yeah.
that
I think.
explosive one to where Loki catches it and he's like, "Oh, I'm so cool," and it explodes.
He has that whole thing
That's
and
cool.
where
I
he
forgot
can
about
he could change the arrowheads.
Oh, his quick. I thought
that was like the
quiver
coolest thing they could do
yeah.
with Hawkeye. And then,
Yeah.
then he's.
I like how it was
he's
one
a good
shot
character.
too. It was like, oh, look at Hawkeye, and then you're like, all right.
Yeah, he's a fine character. Hawkeye is exactly where he needs to be.
Yeah.
Good support character, just around doing things, and if they give him goons to fight, he's perfect. The next one is Spider-Man from Marvel, obviously, and Superboy. Yeah, not Superman, Superboy.
This is gonna be a really stupid question. Which Superboy?
It doesn't say which ones. Is there
If it's
multiple
the
Superboys?
'90s, it's probably Connor Kent,
What's the other one?
John Kent.
Oh, that's
Prime.
his son, right?
Superboy Prime.
No,
Superboy
Connor
Prime.
Kent, probably.
Connor
Kent.
If it's the
is
'90s, it's Connor Kent. It's Connor Kent. Yeah. Spider-Man.
I want to say Spider-Man also, but just for the sake of argument, I'll just say Superboy.
Well, I think Superboy's gonna win, but I want Spider-Man to win.
Yeah, same.
With the advantage of his Spidey sense, Superboy wins. I'm just kidding. Spider-Man wins by tying up Superman with impact webbing and electrocuting him with high voltage. So he wins with gadgets. But
Not necessarily
isn't
gadgets.
Superboy comparable strength-wise to
No.
not at all?
Superboy is like a way depowered Superman.
Well, Superboy is what Superman was in the original Superman comic.
Like
where he could leap
leaping
over
over-
buildings
yeah.
and has like generally super strength, but not.
As far
to
as
the
I
same
understand it,
scale.
Superboy kind of goes back and forth between like Superman level and non-Superman level.
Yeah,
I think for the most part, he's like a depowered Superman.
But
Like
when he
I don't think he can fly. I don't think he has heat vision. It kind of just
depends.
it depends on the
'Cause he's got that
interpretation.
weird patch thing too, right?
Yeah,
Just
it
direct
depends on
from-
the interpretation, but also just in general, I think Superboy's kind of like Superman light.
Oh, yeah. Also, disclaimer: the last two that was the Spider-Man one and the Superman Hulk one. These are the fan voting.
Oh yeah, of course.
So obviously,
Of course, the fans wouldn't.
I should have
wouldn't
disclaimered
vote.
that.
They, of course, they would vote
Okay.
Spider-Man and Superman. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I lied. They did have Batman. I didn't read.
Oh,
I misread.
well, I mean
we're
that's
talking about
Batman.
this now.
Yeah.
It's Batman.
Next topic.
Batman DC versus Captain America Marvel.
Laughable. Laughable. I mean, Captain. Yeah.
The thing is, they both will. Captain America and Batman are both those characters that, like, every time, this is going to sound stupid, but every time you punch them down, they're going to stand back up. Like, both of them have, like, willpower out the ass.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I think that would be a pretty
It'd be
interesting fight.
It'd be an interesting fight.
I think it would be interesting until the point that you realize that Batman is way smarter and
That's
way
true.
more clever and conniving and planned out.
He's got gadgets.
And then you're like, this is a bloodbath. Captain America's getting his ass kicked.
You're right.
Unfortunately, but not so because Batman's awesome.
See, I think Batman could, but okay. In the context of them going to square, if Batman had the reason, he would destroy Captain America, in my opinion. But in the real sense of the characters, I think Batman would only fight Captain America until he realized, hey, this guy's actually a good guy, and not.
Yeah. That's true.
I feel like Captain America would be what Batman wants Superman to be. like the all-American, like goody two-shoe, like good to his core. But since he's not like capable of destroying the planet, I feel like Batman would be like, yeah, you're a cool dude, Captain America.
It's
But
what he wanted Harley Dent to be.
Harley Dent.
Yeah, Harley Dent.
Love that motorcycle company.
I don't know. I think it depends on what you read. They both have context with
Batman
characters.
wins. Batman wins, but I'll be Team Cap. Just for the sake of it, if we're picking sides.
Picking sides? All right. The match ends in uncertainty. Though both are eventually matched after hours of combat, a sudden flushing of the sewer knocks Captain America off balance as Batman manages to strike him with a batarang. Batman rescues Captain America from certain death via drowning, but Captain America's unconsciousness from nearly drowning causes him to lose.
Why is that uncertain? Of course Cap lost.
Well, Cap didn't beat him. Something happened and Batman took that advantage and won.
Well, yeah, I guess
It wasn't a fair fight. There was a pocket sand in that fight.
Well, that's Batman.
Yes,
That's Batman.
That's true. That's true.
Like,
He would take advantage of like a
That's
situation.
the way he beats other people with powers.
Yeah.
Because he has no powers. He just has his brain.
I mean,
And like his ability to
he was
fight
defeated
in
by a
any
stage
situation. And
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
that's how he does. That's what he does. Then.
I mean, Batman would. That's almost on the nose that Batman would take advantage of
Do you see that little symbol in his beer foam right there?
It's Batman.
I think that looks like a swastika.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that does look like a
shit.
swastika.
I think Tommy's beer is repping the Nazi party.
I think Tommy's revving.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit.
What's the next one?
Wolverine Marvel versus Lobo DC.
Can either
Bobby
of these
actually
characters-
knows this one, so this is
Can either of them die?
this is totally on you.
Well,
So,
Lobo.
you got 30 seconds.
Lobo is like
Your 30 seconds are done. I'm just kidding. Go on.
he's the spoof of Wolverine essentially.
Like
Lobo is
character-wise,
Lobo.
I was gonna say they're
Lobo's
completely different
Lobo's
power wise.
Lobo was DC's answer to like the Rob Liefeld era of Marvel, where all of them were just like super jacked, manly. Like Lobo's the comedy version of Wolverine, and other like I think I don't know other comparable characters like Cable and shit. But
So who do you think wins?
who would win? I think Wolverine.
Really? See, I would have. Oh, I mean,
They both have healing factors out the ass.
does Lobo have one too?
Yeah.
See, I would have picked
Wolverine.
Lobo because
I'll vote
he's
Wolverine.
got stupid space strength and shit.
I don't
he's
know.
an
I don't
alien.
know what Lobo's like strength is. I
I don't
don't
know.
care that much for Lobo, but I'm gonna vote Wolverine.
Yeah, Wolverine does beat Lobo in a brutal bar fight. They're in a space bar fight.
That's awesome. That's cool. That's cool. I like the context for that fight.
Oh, it was largely off panel, so they didn't even draw a lot of panels for it. It's
kinda lame.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah,
Sucks.
I would like to see that.
Yeah, allegedly to Fabian. This is what gave me the idea for this because I read an article that was just the Wolverine Lobo fight, and I was like, oh, Lobo because space strength, and that was it. And then I saw Wolverine beat, and I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. And allegedly, Lobo is like fucking drunk out the waz before the fight starts. So also that is an edge, but
That's fair.
also does Wolverine just pump back alcohol then? Because his ideally his healing factor would be purging.
Yeah,
I think
alcohol
there's
really
something to do with
right?
that. Yeah, I think there's something to do with.
I mean,
Yeah,
ideally you put enough alcohol and
Yeah.
you can't heal past it.
Yeah, I always thought I was
It's not
always
instant
under
heat.
the assumption that he and Captain America just couldn't get drunk.
I think.
Yeah,
Wolverine
remember in the
can
movie
get
where they had
drunk
the
as, like-
Asgard alcohol and that floored him? That was the
I
only
think
way Captain
Wolverine
America
can get
Oh,
drunk.
really?
I just think he
Yeah.
just has to drink like a copious amounts of alcohol.
Probably.
It's
Probably
just
the
has to
same
be
with
God alcohol,
Yeah.
not a normal person.
Norse mead. Yeah.
All right,
We're on the last
we
one.
are on our last one.
Cool.
Ooh,
Yeah, it is Storm from Marvel
Ooh.
versus Wonder Woman from DC.
that's
my favorite lineup.
That's
That's really
interesting.
cool.
yeah, because that's
Wonder
actually,
Woman though. Ooh.
I would agree with you, Wonder Woman, because she's out. I would
How does
say
Wonder Woman
she's-
fight a hurricane though? A
goddamn
goddamn hurricane.
You want to know what happens to an Amazonian when she gets hit by lightning?
The same thing
everything
happens.
That is such a good line.
I mean, it's not wrong.
It's not, but it's really bad.
I'll just say, like, I feel like Wonder Woman has a better hand-to-hand melee type thing than Storm would. But just in terms of, like, just...
I mean, she's got super strength and flying and shit. Storm's gotta be
Who do you
tricky.
want? Who do you want? I'll pick the opposite because I can't pick a side.
Okay, I'm gonna say Wonder Woman.
I'll say Storm.
Okay, Storm, Wonder Woman. Okay. Sam is right.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd Storm win?
Well, okay, there's a lot of context to this that's not explained, but after Diana, so Wonder Woman, drops Thor's hammer in order to allow the fight to happen, so she gets Thor's hammer somehow.
That's so cool, actually. Wonder Woman with Thor's hammer. Fuck.
That's pretty sweet.
Fuck him up.
That kind of bumps Wonder Woman up a little bit. A lot of it. Drops Thor's hammer, allowing the fight to happen as it was intended. So probably from the context of
Just make it more fair,
writing.
I guess.
Yeah, more fair. Or more how the characters are versus how they would mix with all the other Marvel shit. Storm wins the battle after repeatedly hitting Diana with lightning after a brief melee encounter.
I like that Storm wins that fight. Just because you...
That's great. That's a
she's
big
the,
fight.
She's the underdog.
I think Wonder
That's my
Woman
favorite
should win
lineup,
that
for
fight.
sure.
Yeah.
I think
Well, that's
is-
the thing. That's why I
yeah.
like that Storm won it.
Yeah, I think during this time, Storm was more popular than Wonder Woman. I
Dude,
think.
can I just say the new Wonder Woman movie? I don't know how I feel about a Wonder Woman sequel. I love the first one, but I feel like
movie?
the second
You're
one's
talking
gonna
about
fuck it up. But dude, that scene where she's fucking lassoing lightning and fucking whipping off of it, cool, man.
That's
That's
either gonna
so
look-
goddamn cool.
I could see that CGI looking very cheesy.
The trailer made it look fucking awesome.
I don't remember the trailer, but that's
It
fine.
doesn't make any goddamn sense, but it's cool. So that's what I imagine when her fighting Storm. But, or I guess that's why I thought of that. But
Yeah.
I'm glad Storm won that fight because I feel like she's the underdog, or the one you wouldn't expect.
So, but point total, you crushed Fabio.
Well, I mean, I fucking live and breathe this shit. I'm like an Uber nerd.
I was surprised.
so-
There were some ones that you said that you voted for that I thought you'd vote the other way, but you didn't. So you're a nerd. Congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah. I don't know. I also like it when there is a matchup and then the underdog character kind of finds a way to win.
That's cool. Yeah. No, I mean that's just dope.
Dude, do you know what I kind of wish? There's part of me that really does.
How is he walking around the whole entire room? I know every single step he took is gonna pick up too.
Oh, for sure.
I'm gonna put this down.
Yeah, I was gonna
But-
tell you, but
Part of me. Hear me out, you guys. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but part of me really wants Marvel to buy out DC. Because I know people are like saying that's
Oh,
going to
you
happen.
want that to happen?
Here's the thing.
That's crazy.
Here's the thing. I don't know if I want that
You
to
want
happen,
Disney to
but
own
I
everything?
want to see what a world would look like with all of those characters existing at the same time.
I'm cool. with
Oh,
that.
no, I like them separate.
No,
Like I want to see Superman and Captain America like have a conversation.
Nah,
No,
I'm cool.
I don't.
I'm cool.
I want to see
Good.
like Green Lantern and Thor chill.
Nah.
No.
No.
That's the thing. It's just part of me. There's definitely another part of me that's like, yeah, keep them separate for sure.
They should
But
be
like,
separate. Their whole
I
universes
think it'd be
are
so cool if there was like, they had a deal in place where like a couple of writers could get together and just like tell stories where there's like a universe where they both exist. I think that'd be really interesting.
No, I disagree. See, I still like the X-Men and Avengers being separate and all that shit. Just because X-Men exist so well in their own pocket.
You're right. I kind of do like the idea that the X-Men do exist in a world with the Avengers, though, just because the Avengers essentially are just like superpowered people, but they're like revered as these like fucking public heroes.
Oh, that's whole Avengers.
And the
versus
X-Men, well, no, but the X-Men are just like, oh, well, people fucking hate us. Like, people versus mutants is essentially like the new racism. But the Avengers are basically on the same power level, but they're like revered as these. They're heroes. But the X-Men are just kind of like, oh, fuck you mutants, fuck you muties. But I always liked that kind of dynamic where there was a version of superheroes in that world that are like held to a certain like high place, but then there's also ones that are like shit on and just like, yeah, it's basically like,
Yeah.
you know, there's a cool dynamic there. But I think the X-Men could stand in their own universe very easily. If you're
I
going
mean,
to
they
take a
did.
comic book property
have,
and like separate them from everything else, X-Men would be the one.
I mean,
For sure.
any superhero really exists well in their own universe. Like you could even do Captain America in his own world, doing
Yeah,
shit in
but-
modern day.
I think some of those characters work in a team dynamic so much better.
Oh yeah,
Like Batman works great by himself, which is why the Dark Knight movies work so well.
Every
they worked well because they were great movies. But
every
like,
Batman movie
part of the reason
works well because he just can in his own. Like as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like
But-
Spider-Man's cool when he jumps into the other Avengers stuff, but he's still fine by himself. That's how they did in comics.
But at the same-
everybody comic character is a solo character.
At the same
So they
time,
decided to collab them.
it's really difficult because there are such cool interactions that can happen. Because like when you
it's
bring
really
Spider-Man, who's like they did this in the MCU, he's like the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. But then you put that kid in space, and he's like no fucking clue what's going on. I think there's cool stories to tell there, but he can also stand alone by himself. Batman can stand alone by himself really well, but he's also the only like non-powered Justice Leaguer, and he kind of plays a cool dynamic because he still can like literally fuck up every single one of them, but he's just the guy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like-
I think characters have different really cool dynamics by themselves, but also in like team settings or with other
I agree with
characters.
you.
There was this line in I forgot if it was like a show or what it was, and it was like a Justice League sort of format thing, and I think it was Diana. It was either Diana or Superman talking to Batman about like the Justice League and like how he has all these plans in place if like one of them goes rogue to Batman, and they're like, "But what's your plan for like if you go rogue?" And he was like, "It's the Justice League."
Oh yeah, dude. I think I know what you're talking. I think
It's
that's
like I started the Justice League.
Is that Justice?
It might be
Justice
the
League cartoon.
It might have been the cartoon, and it was like
it's either the
I put
cartoon
the
or
team
Justice
in
League
place
Doom. I think But
because if I go rogue, you guys will stop me because it will take you guys to stop me.
Take
sort of
everybody.
shit.
that's so cool.
That's
That's
really
so
cool.
cool.
Ooh.
That's some badass
Got a
shit,
nice nerd boner going on right now.
Yeah.
dude. There was in
That
the
hang on,
yeah.
real quick. That Justice League cartoon, the
Ooh.
one Justice League and the Justice League Unlimited. They're both really
so
good.
Mm-hmm.
So primo.
And it's actually
entire-
connected to the animated Batman animated series.
No, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
The entire DCAU, the DC animated universe, that all of it's great.
Yeah, I haven't
Static
seen,
Shock,
I
I
haven't
don't know,
seen
but-
Batman Beyond. Is Static Shock connected?
Yeah, there's an episode where he hangs out with Batman.
And it's the same.
And Batman
It's the
all-
same.
it's the same
stocky
Batman.
art style where they're fucking.
No,
their
yeah.
shoulders are like. they're like.
Dude.
And their feet are like,
Dude,
They're
real
like
talk,
fucking triangle people.
there's a dope scene in
Dorito
that where
people.
Static is like going up with Batman,
Dorito people's better.
and he's like, "Yo, Batman, where's Robin?" And Batman's like, "Oh, he's with the Titans." He's like, "Who are the Titans?" He's like, "You'll meet them soon." And they never did anything with Teen Titans in that universe. Then
but-
Teen Titans came out, so people were like, "Oh, maybe it's not connected."
It's not,
But
no, the art style's different, so it's not connected.
yeah,
Also, the Robins are because Robin in the Teen Titans show is a collab of all three of the original Robins.
it's Dick Grayson though. He becomes Nightwing in the show.
Yeah, well, okay, but it's Dick Grayson, but he has like the anger of Jason Todd, the second one, and then the tech smarts of, or the more Robin-iness of something, or of
Tim Drake.
something
You're
like
right.
that.
He's a collab.
He's
You're right.
kind of he's a mosh pot of all three.
Yeah, it's not connected to the other ones, but yeah, dude. I was gonna say something. I don't remember. But yeah, they're doing a comic series right now that's. Or no, I don't want to talk about that. You were talking about how it's like Batman, his like plan for if he goes rogue is the Justice League.
yeah.
In the more recent like Justice League comics, there's a scene where Martian Manhunter is like the chairman of the Justice League right now, that's how it always should be. He's like the one.
Martian Manhunter has gotten the short end of the stick.
He's such a good
He's
character.
so
Such a good character.
And they like brought Cyborg and Shazam up, I think, which is really cool. Martian Manhunter is really dope.
Martian
They're really kind of
He's
under.
so rad.
Yeah.
They kind of need to throw him in a movie Justice League scenario.
Yeah.
Bring him in like Vision, but he's way cooler, so
Yeah.
better than Vision.
Vision is sort of a letdown in the MCU.
He's fine. He's just
I kind of wish there was more of him.
you don't really want to see him in his own thing. And I know they're doing the Wanda Vision Disney Plus show, but that's going to be more trippy and more about Scarlet Witch.
It's gonna be her like descent into madness.
Yeah,
for
or
sure.
dealing with madness and her powers and stuff, which will be I'm really excited to see what that show ends up being. And Vision's cool, and he has really cool powers. He's really cool moments, but there's just not enough space
No.
to give him.
Yeah.
He's not his own movie kind of character.
No. Well, like within a movie, he's really cool because he can be really cool because he's like super like analytical, but at the same time super powerful. But in the movies, they like kind of trap him within his own mind a little too much.
Well, he's
He
just kind of
stops
dealing.
himself.
His only interesting thing, especially in the movies too, because he's got the Infinity Stone instead of just being an android, is like him. He's like, oh, I'm really powerful, and I'm all these parts of Jarvis and Tony and Bruce Banner and the Infinity Stone. I'm kind of dealing with
Ultron.
all that. But you can only really get that across, and then he has the romance with Scarlet Witch. But you can only really get that across in like 3 to 5 minute sections in each of those movies.
That's exactly.
And
what
then
I'm
you have to
saying.
have him fight a little bit, which is cool. But
I wish they just had more of him. Like, I wish he wasn't just in Civil War and then the Endgame and Infinity War, because he was only in those 3 movies. Right? Wait, was he in more?
He's kind of just a chess. No, he's only in Ultron, Civil War, and
Ultron.
Infinity
Yeah,
War.
that's right. Yeah.
But he is just kind of a piece, and he's like an interesting piece that has interesting things. But he never has that moment of like Thor 1 where he's like, I think I'm this way, and then I just figure out who I am, and then now I fight for these reasons. He never really gets there, and I don't think he doesn't get the chance on screen to get there.
I'm gonna bring it back. Sorry to the.
He's still interesting.
Yeah.
For sure, he's a great character. But the thing I was talking about, Martian Manhunter, chairman of the Justice League, he's like, they have like a board meeting or whatever the fuck, and he, like, after everybody leaves, he's like, yo, Green Arrow, come talk to me for a second. And he's just sitting there having like a heart-to-heart with Green Arrow. He's like, so we have this group of people that are the most powerful people on the planet. You're not one of them. And he kind of like essentially just like lays out the truth. He's like, you're just a guy who shoots bows and arrows. But you also care more about the little guy than anyone else in this room. Because, like, you know, the Justice Leaguers are kind of like, oh, we're dealing with alien invasions and multiversal threats and, like, cosmic crises and shit. They, like, kind of forget. And it's like, but you're the guy that always goes out of his way to save the guy in the alleyway who's getting mugged by a guy. More so than anyone else. Everyone else has kind of, like, lost their sight of, like, the small picture.
That's cool.
So because of that, here's a box. In this box is contained one of the most powerful weapons in the universe. And if all of us go bad, myself included,
Yeah.
Green Arrow, you're the guy who's going to stop us and take us down. And there's just a panel where Green Arrow, he's like, what the fuck is this? He opens the box. He's like, oh, that's what it is. Holy fuck. This is mine now. Closes the box and walks away. You don't even know what it is.
Oh, really?
I don't know for sure because I haven't been keeping up on it. I don't think they've revealed what it is in the Justice League
I
comics
remember
yet.
hearing about that. Yeah.
So cool though, right? Because Martian Manhunter's like, hey, if we all fuck up like hardcore, you're gonna have to stop us.
And you know the
Me
only
included.
reason, like, in a story that they give someone something because people fuck up is because people are gonna fuck up.
People are
in
gonna
the
fuck
story.
up, yeah.
Well, they have
that's gonna
so
be cool.
many. They have countless things.
Dude.
Where Batman goes bad and Superman goes bad. Even Wonder Woman goes bad and I don't remember that story. Flashpoint. And
Injustice, she goes bad too.
That's interesting. Well, that's one of the coolest parts. That is why I like Green Arrow better than Hawkeye, because Green Arrow, and they do that in the Justice League animated cartoon. They
He's a big
they double
focus.
down on he's the one guy that's watching out for the people. And I read some synopsis about. I read something about the best Justice League characters, and I read through the Green Arrow one, and they were saying how they transitioned him from being a Batman clone, because he has the Arrow Cave and the Arrow Mobile and like all this rip off, and he's a billionaire, so he has all this money and shit. So he's literally a Batman clone in the same universe. And then they transitioned him from like basically a Batman clone, and then they doubled down on the Robin Hood aspect and made it that he always was a person that fought for the people instead. And so that's why I don't like the Arrow show very much, because he's almost more like Batman in that show than in like the newer comic versions. I think the comic version is a lot better. And and I like that, because I like that aspect that he's the one Justice League guy that still watches out for all the small people.
Well,
and
dude,
stuff. So I think that's really cool.
You're right.
They gave him a mystery weapon.
I think the first couple, I think it's like the first 2 episodes of Justice League Unlimited, like the reboot of the original Justice League cartoon, is Green Arrow, and he like saves a grocery store from being robbed. But then later in that episode, he's with like Jon Stewart and Supergirl, and they're like trying to recruit him into the Justice League. He's like, no, you guys don't give a fuck about like the people. You guys just care about stopping aliens and fucking kicking ass. And then he has to help them like stop this big monster like rampaging through the woods or whatever, and he's like, nah, fuck you guys, like this is the shit I don't want to deal with, like I just want to save grocery stores from being robbed. But then I think he like sees Black Canary on the watchtower, he's like, ooh, she's kind of hot, and then he sticks around. I think it's something like that.
I think you're right.
Which is like very Green Arrow, and it's kind of funny. It's like, but
man.
no, yeah, he is. I feel like I've heard people describing this. He's kind of the SJW of the Justice League, like the social justice warrior. Like he cares. He doesn't like that he's a billionaire, and he doesn't like corporations controlling everything and shit. He's a little bit of a hippie. He's a little bit of a hippie. But because of that, he does, I think, certain interpretations.
Again, hippie's the wrong word.
I don't know.
But I get what you're saying.
He does give a lot of a shit about like the people.
Yeah,
and like,
we're gonna say that a third time now.
Yeah.
But does he?
Sorry, I'm only shitting on you because I realized I was coming to the
I'm reiterating I'm just reiterating the same point.
Sorry,
you're right, but
you.
I think if Martian Manhunter was going to give anyone a weapon like that, I think Green Arrow's a really good choice. Because
you always think Batman would get it.
Batman's a psychopath.
Yeah, he is a psychopath.
Like I love Batman, but that guy is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like he's not the guy that's gonna. He's not the guy. He's not the guy.
I feel like you can always like write it in a way to where like even with this extreme weapon that Green Arrow is holding, Batman will still find a way to edge it out. He'll be like, no, I was planning for this.
I knew he was going to give you that thing.
Yeah.
And now I have a better thing.
Yeah.
Do you think Green Arrow could ever win against Batman?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he could. I don't think he would. I don't think he would, but I think he could.
In the sense that that like we're sort of reiterating the same idea that like Green Arrow is a little more grounded. Just in that sort of sense, he could have the chance of beating Batman, sort of like in a brawl. In a street fight.
He could.
Yeah,
he's got the range.
Yeah.
Is daytime or nighttime?
There's like a thing that people say that Superman is kind of like the heart of the Justice League. Because like he's like the goodest good guy, which is kind of stupid, but also kind of rad. But I feel like Green Arrow is kind of more of that.
Well, I think
sometimes because Superman is like, yeah, he's the guy that's gonna stop the meteor from crashing into the Earth. But yeah, Green Arrow's the guy that'll like stop a guy from robbing a convenience store. And because he does have that human element too, where he's like doesn't have any powers, and he's like way less like cool's not the right word, but he's less cool than Batman because he doesn't have like he's a billionaire, but he doesn't have like the clout that I guess Batman has.
Way less big picture than
Yes.
Batman has become.
Yeah,
I mean,
Batman's like I want to stop all crime everywhere.
Yeah.
Like forever, and Green Arrow's just like I'll do what I can, but I guess I don't know.
Well, I think with the Superman thing is that I think because Superman has been the shiny golden boy for goody heart of Justice League kind of thing for so long that I think I've read more stories and seen more things where he's not perfect. I think we need to go back to a little bit of a perfect, too good to be true Superman.
You think we need to go back to that?
Just for a little bit.
It's kind of
well, you got to flesh it out. You got to give him like the Man of Steel kind of did an okay job about that, and then I don't think they did Superman right the whole way through. Maybe they did. Maybe they did a decent job with that. I don't know. I think we needed they made him too. How do I put this? I'm sorry, I'm struggling to find a way to put this, but I think we need like a Superman. I think we need to see if they did another like live action movie iteration of him. I think we need to see him just kick ass and be Superman instead of at the end where he like kills General Zod and you're like, oh, what a compelling character, and that's cool. But you know, like when you watch a Spider-Man movie, like he struggles, but he ends up overcoming the odds, and you're like, "Yeah, Spider-Man, USA, whoa!" Like I just think we need that. I think
the American dream. Yes,
I think Superman needs that glowing light a little bit now,
like the old Christopher Reeve movies.
I agree with you,
exactly.
And like I want that. I want that Superman.
Joe, I'm sorry, but you're getting a lot of material from Man's Best Friend too. What is he even doing? What is that noise? I've never heard that before.
It's the noise of being a jackass.
Hey, you gotta stop scratching that, okay?
What a No, he's a turd.
I literally can't move it.
He's a
What is he doing?
JK. He's
like,
making popcorn.
He's like grabbing
over
a blanket and he's scratching the pad that's underneath him. So that's what's all the scraping is.
Why is he grabbing a blanket?
because he
he
bites
likes to
on
suck
it. He
on
likes
them?
to-
Oh yeah,
All
okay.
weird like. I could like put something underneath him. Or we could just wrap it up. He's like ripping.
I kind of like this conversation, but we could also just keep it with the cameras off too. Yeah, that sucks, man. That's annoying.
I mean, can you see it picking up?
Yeah, it's oh yeah.
Hurry.
It's
Hey,
spiking.
hey.
Yeah, it's picking up. Let me see how many. Oh, the camera's about to die anyway. Just
All
come
right,
over here.
let's wrap it up.
Just
Let's
come over
wrap
here
it
and
up.
wrap it
Yeah.
up.
Well, okay. Well, I think in conclusion, Superman needs a little bit of love. I think the whole.
I think
I
everybody.
think
needs a
everyone
little
except
bit of
Wonder Woman and Shazam maybe needs a little bit of love. God damn it, Hurley!
love. Aquaman's doing all right.
yeah. Actually, I'm interested
Those are the
to see what they
three.
would do
Those are
with that.
DC's
I
three
guess.
strong boys right now.
Shazam,
Woman,
Aquaman,
Shazam, and Aquaman.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm excited for the Robert Pattinson Batman, but we can riff about that forever. We can talk about that next
so
week.
bad. Anyways, yeah.
Well, Batsuit aside, I'm just as far as
It doesn't
characters.
matter. None of that matters.
All right. Well, I guess we should call it for episode 25 because we've been probably going almost
should.
2 hours now.
It's been a long podcast.
Spilling
It's
all.
been
Well,
good, though.
I lost track of the
enjoyed it.
intermission. I was keeping track, and then
Except for man's best
that
friend
fucked
over
it all
there.
up.
Fucking tool bag.
Okay, well, that's been episode 25 of the Is Fun podcast. I've been your host, Tommy.
I've been not your host, Fabio.
And I'm here too.
That's Sam. And, yeah, we're good. We're done. Maybe we need an exit line. Stay safe. The coronavirus is still active.
Don't let it be about the coronavirus. Our exit line.
No, that's what it's gonna be. Even when the coronavirus is like long and gone, it's gonna still be that.
Stay safe. The coronavirus is still out there. Don't listen to the government.
It will get you.
The only reason why the coronavirus is out there is it's a ploy by the government is because they're changing all the batteries in all the birds out there. So keeping us indoors.
What?
So they don't
He told me to
see the government changing the batteries in the birds.
All right, we're done.
Oh no, the Is for Fun podcast is over.
How sad.
What should I do?
I know. What?
You should like. Da-da-da-da.
You should comment.
Da-da-da-da.
You should
subscribe, and for the love of God, ring that bell.
Bling, 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 bling.
The Is for Fun podcast is the best podcast out there. How I love the Is for Fun podcast. It's the best. It's the best. It's the best.